a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let's get this mission started.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. Player 2 with the life ruler. Time to sit on the lead. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. Sonic Boom! Each hit is so important here. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jump, gets the counter hit throw. Checks him with the boom. Clean parry. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Threads him with the Sonic Hurricane. Nice damage. Jumps up, brushes that off, and keeps going. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Jumps in. Smart play with the throw. Knockdown and... They decide to take a breather to regroup. Player 2 has the chance to drive rush to keep it going. Connects with the throw. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. What'll happen here? The swagger step sends him flying.
This is our destiny.
Still alive? Still alive?
Gets got.
Still in it with the sliver! No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Let's get this round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the throw. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Blocks the jump in. What are they thinking here? We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. Impact's a no-go.
You're done.
Adds a little super juice into this combo for more. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Grabs them. Closes the gap for the grab. Neither of them willing to back off here. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive returns. Jumps in. Hits them with a stop and pop. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. What'll happen here? Player one drops them to half, closing the gap. Both fighters planning something? Gotta be careful. Clutch anti-air. All the throw connects. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Reads the jump in perfectly. In there. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Jumps. Grabs them. Lots of aggression from both sides. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Taking stock. The grab misses. Down to the wire. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps up. Can't tech the throw. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Good judgment there. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? They return to center stage. Genius read. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Good distance for a shot. Hits them with a stop and pop. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. Both fighters gotta roll up those sleeves and think of something. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jumps. The throw missed. Impact squat. Brushes that off and keeps going. Shinku Hadouken. What now? Ooh, what a smart throw. Player one can't let them crown them from above. Player two, wow, sat and waited for this opening. Hits that with confidence. Throws them. I can't believe it. The drive's there. Can they snatch that last bit of life? Player one is in a very good spot now. Big, there's a burnout. Take it, it is over. Player one was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let's get this mission started.
Time to erase you.
Round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Gets the counter in. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools.
You're done.
Box him with a target call. Very solid corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Big counter. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. A smart play to stop the opponent there. He kept a close eye on the skies and it paid off. Good reactions there.
Round two.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Grabs him. Jumps in. Can't tech the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Manages to block the jump in attack. Hits him with a stopping block. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Looking to impress with this super. Cashing out all of that gauge and offers it up to the claws of Yatsu.
My magnum opus!
Took him to the corner in a flash. Anti-air in the clutch. Throws him. Both fighters planning something? Jumps? Oh my god, they just choked it up! Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. The next touch closes it out. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps up. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Opts for the throw. What's the play here? Blocks the jump in. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punch. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Got their eye on the air. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. All right, what's coming up next? Strings it all together. Grabs him, knockdown. Does a good job of pushing back. Sonic boom. Time's the only thing moving here. Gets the jump in. Both fighters are just about done. Big meter gap here that baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. KO. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Lashes out and denies entry. Grabs him, takes advantage of the hesitation, and gets some good damage in return. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation. Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. Oh, they're in the corner now. It's a good spot to use a super. This is the kind of acupuncture you don't want because one touch from Yatsu is damn near fatal. This is a turning point. They gotta knock them out of the air. Hanging on. This is gonna hurt in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. The last round. It's now or never. Big throws. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Excellent block. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Checks him with the boom. Drive gauge management here is, oh my god, they just choked it up! Amazing! Player 1 can't let this sim drive it back, misses! Going in! Taking chunks out of each other. Ooh, what a smart throw! Player 2 has a full drive gauge, but is on the brink of death. Okay, here we go. Smart play, triggering Toxic Blossom. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Candace, are you kidding me? Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Punish is there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Knockdown.
You are naive.
Opts for the throw. Good work staying in throw range there. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Gets the jump in. They trade. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Knockdown. Player 1 in trouble with no drives. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Whiffs the impact. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? In there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Checks him with the boom. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Brushes off the impact. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Shows a medium kick. Hits them with a stop and pop. Full F uses the gauge for a super arm. Spends it all for the crossfire. This is what happens when Sonic Boom beats somersault kick for an all-out assault. Jumps in. Knockout and... checks with a medium kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Were they baiting them into that? Wraps it up with a decisive combo. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This can lead to some big damage.
Hold still now.
Cashing out all of that gauge and offers it up to the claws of Yatsu.
My magnum opens! Did that sting?
Player 2 with a lead. Will they go for off? Knock them out of the air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. More fuel for the fire. Cook them up. Can they make them up? The throw is denied. Keeps them out. Reach out and lash somebody. Player 2 connects with the throw. What's next? Pierces and drops them. Player 1 needs to use their drive move to have... oh my god, they just choked it up. Excellent block. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? And they are done! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let's get this mission started. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Will the drive parry here open things up for them? So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. The jump in is denied. Goes for the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Box them with a target combo. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Threads them with a Sonic Hurricane. Nice damage. Player 1 just put themselves on equal footing with that burnout activate. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick? Just goes for it and just KO. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Drive rush to keep it going. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Player 1 will need to play it. Oh, burnout triggered. Oh no, they're stunned. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Immediate jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Breaks the block with a throw. Knocked them out of the air. Blocks the low kick. Both fighters look to set impact. Squat. The low. Knockdown and hits them with a stopping block. You like the super art to show them what PhD and fighters can do for you. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Escapes the corner. Burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. A jump? Nothing stops this train. What are they betting it all on the drive rush? Catches them out. Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. Huge chance after that wall splat.
Come on. It's time
Get
to
to the
train.
side, connects. Jamie's gonna show all the OGs that there's a new player in town. Nailed! Oh my God, Rock Super! Are you kidding me? That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, talk it! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that feedback. Crowns them from above. Somersault kick. Sneaks in above. Springs forward with the drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. The super armor does its job. The move whiffs and they get nailed with the punch. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Taking stock. That's the jump in they were looking for. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 has the meter lead.
You're done.
Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Jumps in. This is a critical point. They were right to be on guard there. Player 1 needs to hold up, ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Of course they...
Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. With this kind of gauge dab, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Jumps? Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Jumps in. Throw missed. Brushes that off and keeps going. Experiencing burnout. Swagger step. Player 2, a super art. That went for the chip kill. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Let's get this mission started. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Deftly shuts out the jumping. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player one has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player one chases them down. There's a corner surge. The jump in catches them. Neither of them willing to back off here. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player two is almost KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The super armor lands a punish counter for the first hit. Solid combo. Grabs them. Good work staying in throw range there. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Goes for the super art early to try and establish a big life lead from the get-go. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter in them. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Both fighters brushes that off and keeps going. Throws them. Jump! What? What were they thinking? Player one hit excellent block. Closing moments of the match. One hits the overhead denied. Looking to seize the overhead coming. Break through with the throw. Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps. Checks him with the boom. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. The low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. Throws him down. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Neither of them willing to back off here. Can't tech the throw, takes a drill. Player one chases them down. All right, what's coming up next? Reads them. Both fighters are barely alive. Blocks the impact. Confirm on the impact. Not a counter. Looking to impress with this super. Going in. KO! Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Target locked and scoop. Player two has a somersault kick, stops him cold. Gets scooped from down low. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. What a reaction to go air to air. Knockdown and player one will look to apply pressure here. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Drive gauge is looking bad. Hits them with a stop and bop. Oh, burnout triggered. Jumps up. Oh, the throw connects. A quick breather. Ah, burnout activates. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Shreds them with the sonic hurricane. Nice damage. Who's gonna take it? Screw pile driver. Oh, they got him. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Jump. Sets up with the jump in. Excellent block. Goes to the air. Reads the jump in perfectly. Connects with the throw. Block super hard incoming. This is the kind of move that ends games. Tengi's gonna take off some chunky damage. They break their spines and their spirits with this. They're hurt big time. Drops them from the air. Gets the tips with the low heavy. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Blocks it. Hits him with a stopping block. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Knockdown. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. In a dire situation, and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Oh, talk about overextending. Taking them for a ride on the Siberian Express. All right, what's a super art? That's not gonna hit. Player 1 can't afford mistakes for KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate jump in. Breaks the block with a throw. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. Nice double lariat. And whips! They're wide open. Ooh, what a smart play. Both fighters planning something? Are we gonna see a comeback here? They're in range, picks the air throw. Boom! Fights back with a connects with the throw. Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? A jump? Crowns him from a daring impact to wrap up the round. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Let's get this mission started.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Checks with the projectile. Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Hold your breath. Gets a good read on their opponent. Gets through the opening. Bops him with a target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Down to the wire. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player one, burnout activates. Player one has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Who will capitalize on his finishes with the throw? Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Good somersault kick. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. From upstairs. A quick breather. Avoid getting stuck in the corner somehow. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Attempts to put in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Shows the medium kick. Oh, what's this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Catches them in the crossfire. Brings the best of style together for one lethal move. Players knocked him out of the air. Overhead. Charges up the plasma. What were they thinking? The drive impact doesn't work. Amazing. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Drops him hard. Impact squash. This is gonna hurt. What's next? Player connects with the throw. Taking chunks out of each other here. Excellent block. Solid anti-air. Genius read with that throw escape. Who's going to time to make them famous? Putting it they are done. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a hits them with a stop and block. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player one used the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. What are these fighters thinking now? Player one is just about out of drive after that. Throws him down. Closes the gap for the grab. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireball. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Spends it on the super art. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets the knockdown, and now uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player two will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player one is going to have hits them with a stop and block. Player one is in burnout. Drives up, goes for the Shin Hashogeki. burnout activates. Side switch in the corner. Steals back a chance. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something here. Big throws. Both fighters planning something? Drive usage is back on the table. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins. This perfect execution with the anti-air. Holy! Digs in deep to get that drive in. Uses their drive game. This is going to hit for a critical arc. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna raise their life bar, but also their nerves. Will they gamble something here on a drive move? They don't have any leeway to burn out, but they may have a plan here. That was the highest if I've ever seen one. Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good.
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Let's get this round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Deftly shuts out the jumper. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Down to the wire. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Player one needs to deal with this burnout. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Oh, they were looking for that overhead. Nice double lariat. Long low attack hits. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. All right, what's coming up next? Hits them with a stop and block. Cold burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Uses the game for the super. They are not playing around here. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Grabs and throws them away. They must have a game plan here. Long critical. What's gonna happen? Player finishes with the throw. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let's get this mission started.
This will be a good fight.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. No go for the throw. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Knockdown. Low heavy. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. Player 1 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. That's how you do it. When you've got that super hard gauge, you just gotta use it. Grabs them, knockdown. Jumps, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Next hit will end the round. From upstairs, the super doesn't hit. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sneaks in above. Who's going to start things off? Shinku Hadouken. That's not gonna hit. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. What'll happen here? Player, oh, what's this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Oh, here we go. They're low on both life and drive gauge right now. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. How did they anticipate that jump in? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Sonic boom. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Let's loose a boom! They decided to take a breather to regroup. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Taps them on the dome. Super hard to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Crossfire somersault locked on. God's throwing you full fire. Go home and be a family man. Player 2 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Shrugs that off. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Flatlines in. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Let's get this mission started. Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Player 2 chases him down. What's the play here? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Heading into the end game, somersault kick stops him cold. The jump in catches him. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Pushes that off and keeps going. Combo with the target combo. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Misses the grab. A quick breather. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Nice block on the over. Excellent block. Looking for a chance. Checks him with the boom. Hits him with a stop and pop. Jumps up. Connects with the throw. Going in. Sonic boom. Jumps in. Oh, the throw connects. A real test of nerves here. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the... Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? Huge chance. Gets them with a quick low kick. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Sees the overhead coming. Ooh. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Connects with the throw. A super arc? A jump? He's trying to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Spins it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Escapes the court so fast on the air throw. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Hit. Things are looking at flatline zone. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
A new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Player 2 is just about out of drive. Neither can lean on their drive too hard right now. Drive usage will be very important here for both fighters. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Knockdown. Drive gauge finally recovers. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Down to the wire. This is gonna be bad news. Life lead opens up. Takes a burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Grabs experiencing burnout. Player 1 KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jumps in. Throws them to negate the block. Impacts a no-go. Player 1 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 chases them down. Both fighters planning something? Jump? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Experiencing burnout. wrecks them! Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. They were not cleared for takeoff. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Who's gonna make a move? Tries to get a breather with a projectile, trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Who's going to break the silence first? Both fighters have no meter. Who's going to make the first move? Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Player one creates a good corner down to the wire. Combo with the target combo. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. So ambiguous. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Both sides reluctant to get in each other's faces, but who'll seize control this round? Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Okay, creating some space here. Taking stock. Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Fires without warning. Sonic Boom! Player one has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Checks him with the boom. Midway through the round, expect to see our fighters settle into their groove. Experiencing burnout. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Both fighters planning something? Fights out of the corner, hits them with a stop and bomb. They were expecting that drive impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Tent experiencing burnout. All the throw connects. Not in range for the throw. Oh, yo, Rock super hit. Will this be enough to kill? Are they dead? Oh, they're dead. What a way to close it out. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Let's get this round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Deftly shuts out the jumper. Puts one in the pocket. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Next up, brushes off the throw. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish down. All right. Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Whiffs the throw. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. From up above, KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Had the radar up and running. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. A drive impact. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Side switch in the corner. Hits him with a stop and bop. Oh, says no to the impact. Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Both fighters have a full super move. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 needs clutch anti-air. How did they read that throw? A super art? The super doesn't hit. Raw super art incoming. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Opens with a fireball. And whips. They're wide open. Jumps up. The Condor Wind added a bit of juice to that attack. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation. This can lead to some big damage. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center. Oh, the throw connects. What's next? Oh my God, they just choked it up. Taking chunks out of each other here.
You're done.
Putting the cherry on top. Amazing. Can they make the most of this? Fire coming through. Are you kidding me? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Drops them. Sonic boom. Decides to buff up while they can. Was looking for that jump attack. What are they thinking here? Perfect air-to-air. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. So it looks like our fighters are taking a breather. Condor Wind is fully stocked now. Lily's neutral game is now even more dangerous. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Risky up-close scrap still going. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. A quick breather. Lots of distance. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Gives them no chance to finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? With this kind of gauge jab, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be triggered. Nice read! Denies them with a somersault kick. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Okay, creating some space here. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Jump! The Condor Wind added a bit of juice and hits him with a stop and bop. Uses the gauge for a super art. Shreds him with a Sonic Hurricane. Throws him. A quick breather. Goes to the air. The drive impact doesn't work. They return to center. Cashes out the gauge right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Oh, they got him. Player 2 brings it home.
Special online. a new challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Throws him down.
Not good enough.
Difficult situation for a throw. The drive parry was successful. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. That drive impact is blocked. Uses the parry. Taking stock. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Takes a trip. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Neither fighter can use their drive moves. How will they close out the round? Both fighters planning something? Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 on the board first with the win. He'll want to keep the pressure on. That's a counter. Who's going? It's a good spot to use the super. The big flex. The broken jaw. Shin Shoryuken.
What's wrong? Get up.
And brushes that off and keeps going. Roughing up the body. Doesn't miss a beat. Scrapping it out up close. Knockdown and player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Finds the target. Dashes forward. This is gonna hurt. That final push at the end paid off in spades. When you have a chance to finish it, you gotta take it. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing it. Oh! Plenty of time left. How's the map gonna play out? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Reads their mind and texts a throw. Reads the throw and shuts it down. Nice cross-up. Shoots off a fireball up close. Life lead opens up. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going? This is gonna be bad news. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Burnout activates. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up.
Player 1 drops them to half, closing the gap. A quick breather. Player 2, ooh, what a smart throw. Scrapping it out up close. Connects with the throw. Crowns him from above, closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Uses their drive gauge. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 2 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Both fighters digs in deep to get that drive. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout from Shin Shogeki to push forward. Excellent read. Shin Shogeki. This could be make or break. What will they do next? Both fighters knocked them out of the air. The jump-in is denied. That solid anti-air. What were they thinking? They're recovered. Reads the jump-in perfectly. All the throw connects. Oh, sees right through him. Can they close? Rushes in. Oh, what's this? What? What a sick punish counter. Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Catches them out. Shows the medium medium kick. Still springs forward with the drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Can they outlast it? This is a huge chance to make them feel it. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Goes for the super arm, but takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Knockdown. Checks with a medium kick. Burnout activates. Player 2 has depleted their drive kick. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks them with the projectile. Got their eye on the air. Goes forward with a gut punch. They were right to be on guard there. Overdrive Hashogaki springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 will have to deal with this game of super arm. Counting on the super to do the job. Burnout activates. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. What were they thinking? Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Player 1, what's this Shikuhara gonna do? Excellent read. Derek meets them air to air. The drive gauges doesn't touch and throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Who will come out on top in this? Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. That's not gonna hit. Make smart use of the gauge. Good super. Links it. Nothing stops this train. Uses some drive to spice up the Hashogaki. A jump in. Charges up the plasma. What's next? And it is on. Meets them air to air. This is such a burnout. What a finish. Player 1 comes away with the win.
Comes a new challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Opts for the throw. Whoa, hold on. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Handily escapes the throw. Brushes off the throw. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Difficult situation for a throw. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Fires off an overdrive arm. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. This is a huge chance to make a peel. Takes a trip. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Knockdown. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Barely blocks the jump in. All right, what's coming up next? Experiencing burnout. They're stunned. All they need to do is get enough damage to finish it. Shinku Hadouken! The soup comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Throws a fireball. Player 2 steals it back. They're in the groove now, and they're gonna need to keep it up. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Risky up-close scrap still going. Anti-air drops them. They just said, get that jump in out of here. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Buffs up. Ooh, hits him with a stopping block. Solar flex is present. The big flex. The broken jaw. Shoryuken.
What's wrong? Get up!
Jumps. And the cross-up attack. This can lead to some big damage. The next touch may decide this round. Perfect execution with the anti-air. The throw is denied. Flatlines him. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Definitely shuts out the jumping. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The jump-in is denied. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? Oh, burnout triggered. This match will be decided on how they manage their super art gauges from here on out. Neither fighter can use their drive move. How will they close out the round? Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken to come from the brink like that. What a comeback! Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Oh, says no to the impact. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump from it. Still scrapping for control of the space. Throw connects and does big damage. What'll happen? Experiencing burnout. Smart play with the throw. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked and whiffs. They're wide open. Walks across a good read. Gotta be careful not drops them. Are we gonna read the jump KO? Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best.
Comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. still slugging it out here. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Knockdown. Player 1 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. The big play does it. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Whiffs the throw. Big, low, reaching heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Not shy with the grab. There's an overdrive shorty. Still scrapping for control of the space. Both fighters are low on drive. What do they use it on? Takes. Going in? Burnout activates. Jump, solid anti-air. Drop, reversal. Fires off the Shiku Hadouken. What'll happen here? What will they do next? The drive impact doesn't... Well, they were not clear for takeoff. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes for the command grab. Goes air to air to deny them a chance. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Nice Manes Dore. Getting those throws all pumped up. It capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Amazing read to flash the parry just in time to catch the attack. Dashes forward. Ooh, those buffed up throws.